Yes, ma'am.
So today we are moving to the last session of Kerala Renaissance leaders. Here we will be discussing women leaders also, the most important women leaders. ഇപ്പോൾ പൊതുവെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പറിൽ കാണാറുള്ളതാണ് വിമൻ ലീഡേഴ്സിനെ ചോദിക്കാറുള്ളതാണ്. ആൻഡ് വി വിൽ ഹാവ് എ റാപ്പിഡ് ഫയർ സെഷൻ ഓൺ സാറ്റർഡേ. Saturday, നമുക്കൊരു 8 to 9 rapid fire session on all the Kerala Renaissance leaders will be conducted. ഞാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഇങ്ങനെ one by to the persons I'll be asking. ഓരോ ആളുകളുടെ അടുത്ത് ചോദിക്കായിരിക്കും. Come prepared. Kerala Renaissance important ആണ് from the point of view examination, and we will have it from 8 to 9 or 8:30 to 9:30. I'll let you know in advance. Shall we begin?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Wait, will others join? How it is usually there are only 14 or 12 participants, I guess. Total 10 participants. Let others join by the time. I'll continue. Okay, so first of all, we'll talk about V.T. Bhattacharya. V.T. Bhattacharya, his lifespan is from 1896 to 1982, and his full name is Vellithuruthi Thalathu Karutha Patteri Raman Bhattacharya. Okay, he is an Indian social reformer, dramatist, and an Indian independence activist. He was born on 26th March 1896 at Kaipillimana in Medattur, Ponnani Taluk, Malabar District, Madras Presidency, British India, on the bank of the river Ponnani. His father is Thuppan Bhattacharya, mother Sridevi Antarjanam, and wife is also Sridevi Antarjanam. Mother and wife have the same name. ഇതൊന്നും അത്രയും important അല്ല. Just I have given the details, that's all. Now, he was a key figure in removing casteism and conservatism that existed in the Nambudiri community. Okay, he was a key figure. V.T. Bhattacharya was a key figure in removing casteism and conservatism that existed in the Nambudiri community. He encouraged widow marriage in the Brahmin society and tried to reform the conservative practices of the Nambudiri community. He encouraged widow marriage in the Brahmin society and tried to reform the conservative practices of the Nambudiri community. Now, he participated in the Allahabad session of the Indian National Congress, due to which he was expelled from his community. So he was expelled from, V.T. Bhattacharya was expelled from his community because he participated in the Allahabad session of the Indian National Congress. Important point ആണ്. Okay, he was expelled from his community as he participated in the Allahabad session of the Indian National Congress. He propagated mixed caste marriage in Brahmin society, and his magazine is Vidyarthi. Again, important ആണ്. V.T. Bhattacharya magazine ആണ് Vidyarthi. Okay. Now, he was one of the prominent members of Yogakshema Sabha 1908, Aluva. One of the prominent members of Yogakshema Sabha 1908. Important ആണ്. He is the first president of Yogakshema Sabha. The first president of Yogakshema Sabha is Dashamangalathu Shankaran Namboodiripadu. The first president of Yogakshema Sabha is Dashamangalathu Shankaran Namboodiripadu. And the mouthpiece of Yogakshema Sabha is Mangalodayam. Mouthpiece of Yogakshema Sabha is Mangalodayam. The slogan of Yogakshema Sabha is Make Nambudiris into Human Beings. The slogan of Yogakshema Sabha is Make Nambudiris into Human Beings. He is the founder of Nambudiri Yuvajana Sangham 1919. ഞാൻ ഒന്നും കൂടെ പറയാം. He was the prominent member of Yogakshema Sabha 1908. The first president of Yogakshema Sabha is Deshamangalathu Shankaran Namboodiripadu. And the mouthpiece of Yogakshema Sabha is Mangalodayam. ഇതെല്ലാം ഞാൻ ഈ ബോൾഡ് ആക്കിയിട്ടുള്ളതെല്ലാം ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ് കേട്ടോ. And the slogan of Yogakshema Sabha is make Nambudiris into human beings. He is the founder of Nambudiri Yuvajana Sangam, which was founded in 1919. And the mouthpiece of Nambudiri Yuvajana Sangam is Unni Nambudiri. He is the leader of Yajana Yatra. V.T. Bhattadiripada is the leader of Yajana Yatra. Yajana Yatra was conducted from Thrissur to Chandragiri-Pura. ഇത് ചോദിച്ചതാണ് who was the leader of Yajana Yatra എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചതാണ്. It was V.T. Bhattadiripada, and the Yajana Yatra was conducted from Thrissur to Chandragiri-Pura, that is Kasaragod. അതും ചോദിച്ചതാണ്. And the aim of this Yajana Yatra was education for the poor children. ഞാൻ ഒന്നും കൂടെ പറയാം. He is the leader of Yajana Yatra, and Yajana Yatra was conducted from Thrissur to Chandragiri-Pura, Kasaragod, and the aim of this Yajana Yatra was education of the poor children. Okay. So why V.T. Bhattadiripada was expelled from his community?
Because he participated in Allahabad Congress meeting.
Yes, because he participated in the Allahabad session of the Indian National Congress. What is the magazine, or which is the magazine of V.T. Bhattadiripada? The name of the magazine?
Vidyarthi.
Yes, Vidyarthi. Yogakshema Sabha was founded in the year 1909. Who was the first president of Yogakshema Sabha? Yes, Deshamangalath Shankaran Nambudiripada. Which is the mouthpiece of Yogakshema Sabha? Mouthpiece of Yogakshema Sabha? Mangalodayam. Yes, Mangalodayam. The slogan of Yogakshema Sabha?
Make Nambudiris into human beings.
Yes, make Nambudiris into human beings. Who is the leader of Yajana Yatra?
V.T. Bhattadiripada.
V.T. Bhattadiripada. Yajana Yatra was conducted from
Thrissur to Chandragiri-Pura.
Yes, Thrissur to Chandragiri-Pura, Kasaragod. And what was the aim of the Yajana Yatra? Education for the poor children. Education of the poor children. Now, his main books are Adukkalayil Ninnu Arangathekku. It is a play which was published in the year 1930. Okay, Adukkalayil Ninnu Arangathekku. Now, his autobiography is Kanneerum Kinavum, translated into English as Tears and Dreams. His autobiography, Kanneerum Kinavum, important ആണ്. അടുക്കളയിൽ നിന്ന് അരങ്ങത്തേക്ക് is a play by V.T. Bhattadiripada. Next, രാജാനിരംഗം, സത്യം എന്നത് ഇവിടെ മനുഷ്യനാകുന്നു, വേദിവട്ടം, കാലത്തിന്റെ സാക്ഷി, എക്സെട്ര ആർ ദ വർക്ക്സ്. അഗെയിൻ there are കർമ്മ വിഭാഗം, കരിഞ്ചന്ത, പൊഴിഞ്ഞ പൂക്കൾ, ചക്രവാളങ്ങൾ. Okay, now V.T. Bhattadiripada won Kendra Sahitya Academy Award in the year 1972. He won Kerala Sahitya Academy Award in the year 1972. Kerala Sahitya Academy honored him with a distinguished fellowship in 1976. ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക, സാഹിത്യ അക്കാദമി അവാർഡ് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. കേരള സാഹിത്യ അക്കാദമി അവാർഡ്. He won Kerala Sahitya Academy Award in the year 1972, and Kerala Sahitya Academy honored him with distinguished fellowship in 1976. He passed away on 12th February 1982 at the age of 85. Clear alle?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we are moving to Sahodharan Ayyappan. He was a disciple of Sri Narayana Guru. Sahodharan Ayyappan, 1889 to 1968 is his lifespan. He was a disciple of Sri Narayana Guru. His full name is Kumbalattu Parambil Ayyappan. His full name is Kumbalattu Parambil Ayyappan. He is a social reformer, thinker, rationalist, journalist, and politician from Kerala, India. He was born on August 21st, 1889 at Cherai, Vipin Island in Ernakulam. His father is Kumpalattu Parambil Kochavu Vaidyar. His mother is Unnuli. His wife is Parvati. Okay. He was the organizer of Misra Bhojanam, interdining of upper caste and outcaste at Cherai in 1917. Okay, he was the Sahodaran Ayyappan was the organizer of Misra Bhojanam. He was the organizer of Misra Bhojanam where at Cherai in 1917. He was the organizer of Misra Bhojanam at Cherai in 1917. This interdining earned him the name of Pulayan Ayyappan. Because of this interdining, he got the name Pulayan Ayyappan, addressing him as a member of Dalit community. Okay. So, because of this interdining, he got the name Pulayan Ayyappan, addressing him as a member of Dalit community. He founded Sahodara Sangam in the year 1917. He founded Sahodara Sangam. Sahodaran Ayyappan founded Sahodara Sangam in the year 1917, Brotherhood Association in the English. He founded the journal Sahodaran. He also founded the journal Sahodaran. Sahodara Sangam was founded by Sahodaran Ayyappan in the year 1917, and he founded the journal Sahodaran in the he also founded the journal Sahodaran, and because of this journal, he got the prefix to his name. Okay, so Sahodaran Ayyappan. Sahodaran Ayyappan എന്നുള്ള ആ ഒരു പേര് വരാനുള്ള കാരണം ഈ സഹോദരൻ എന്നുള്ള മാഗസിൻ എന്നാണ് പറയപ്പെടുന്നത്. Okay, he founded the journal Sahodaran and he founded Sahodara Sangham in the year 1917. Brotherhood Association എന്നാണ് അതിനെ ട്രാൻസ്ലേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് പറയുന്നത് കേട്ടോ. Now, he was the founder editor of the magazine Yuktivadi. He was the founder editor of the magazine Yuktivadi and the founder of Sri Narayana Guru Sevika Samajam Vidya Poshini Sabha. Okay, he is also the founder of Sahodaran Ayyappan is also the founder of Sri Narayana Sevika Samajam Vidya Poshini Sabha. Now, he is known as the father of modern Malayalam oratory. ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്, ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആണ്. സഹോദരൻ അയ്യപ്പൻ is known as the father of modern Malayalam oratory. And he is the founder of the newspaper Velekaran. നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞതാണ് അല്ലേ, വേലക്കാരൻ. He was the founder of the newspaper Velekaran. This newspaper was modeled on the British newspaper Daily Worker. ബ്രിട്ടീഷ് ന്യൂസ്പേപ്പർ എന്നുള്ള ഡെയിലി വർക്കർ, ബ്രിട്ടീഷ് ന്യൂസ്പേപ്പർ അതായത് ഡെയിലി വർക്കർ എന്ന ബ്രിട്ടീഷ് ന്യൂസ് പേപ്പറിനെ അടിസ്ഥാനപ്പെടുത്തി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മോഡൽ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് വേലക്കാരൻ എന്നുള്ള ന്യൂസ് പേപ്പർ ആര് ഫൈൻഡ് ഔട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? സഹോദരൻ അയ്യപ്പൻ ഫൈൻഡ് ഔട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, ആൻഡ് ഹിസ് ബുക്ക് ഈസ് കശി മഹാത്മ്യം. നൗ ഹി ഓൾസോ സെഡ് ജാതി വേണ്ട, മതം വേണ്ട, ദൈവം വേണ്ട മനുഷ്യന്. ഒരു ജാതി, ഒരു മതം, ഒരു ദൈവം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ, അതിന്റെ ടോണിൽ തന്നെ പറഞ്ഞതാണ്, സഹോദരൻ അയ്യപ്പൻ പറഞ്ഞതാണ്, ജാതി വേണ്ട, മതം വേണ്ട, ദൈവം വേണ്ട മനുഷ്യന്. നോ കാസ്റ്റ്, നോ റിലീജിയൻ, നോ ഗോഡ് ഫോർ മാൻകൈൻഡ്. നോ കാസ്റ്റ്, നോ റിലീജിയൻ ആൻഡ് നോ ഗോഡ്, ബട്ട് എത്തിക്സ്, എത്തിക്സ് ആൻഡ് എത്തിക്സ് മോസ്റ്റ് അപ്രോപ്രിയേറ്റ്ലി ആൻഡ് അക്കോർഡിംഗ്ലി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത് ആരാണ്? സഹോദരൻ അയ്യപ്പനാണ്. ഹി ബ്രീത്ത്ഡ് ഹിസ് ലാസ്റ്റ് ഓൺ 6th March 1968. Okay. So tell me, who is the father of modern Malayalam oratory? Sahodaran Ayyappan. He was the founder and editor of the magazine Yuktivadi, and also he founded a journal called
Sahodaran.
Sahodara Sangam was founded in the year 1917. How did he get the prefix to his name?
Due to his journal Sahodaran.
Yes. Where did he organize the Misra Bhojanam?
Cherai, 1970.
Sarai in 1917. Okay. So what was the pen name what was the nickname or pen name that he got due to this Misra Bhojanam?
Pulayan. Pulayan Ayyappan.
Pulayan Ayyappan. Yes. Um, who was the guru of Sahodran Ayyappan?
Narayana Guru.
Sri Narayana Guru. Sri Narayana Guru. He was born at Sahodran Ayyappan was born at
Cherai.
Cherai, Vipin Island. Cherai, Vipin Island in Ernakulam district. ഇത് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണേ. Okay. So, shall we move to next?
Yes.
We'll move to K. Kelappan. K. Kelappan's lifespan is from 1889 to 1971. 1889. K. Kelappan from 1889 to 1971. His full name is Koyappallil Kelappan Nair. Born in the small village of Muchukunnu at Koilandi in Calicut, Kerala, he is an Indian politician, independence activist, educationist, and journalist. He was born on 24th August 1889. His wife is T.P. Lakshmi Amma. Now, he was popularly known as Kerala Gandhi. Important ആണ് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. K. Kelappan was popularly known as Kerala Gandhi. He is the founding member and president of Nair Service Society. Again ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. He is the founding member and president of the Nair Service Society and was also the founder of Kerala Kshetra Samrakshana Samiti. He was also the founder of Kerala Kshetra Samrakshana Samiti Temple Protection Movement. He is also the leader of Kerala Salt Satyagraha from Calicut to Payyanur. He is the leader of Guruvayur Satyagraha. So, K. Kelappan is popularly known as Kerala Gandhi. He is the founding member and president of NSS, Nair Service Society, and he is the founder of Kerala Kshetra Samrakshana Samiti, Temple Protection Movement. Okay, and he is the leader of Kerala Salt Satyagraha from Calicut to Payyanur. He is the leader of Guruvayur Satyagraha. Okay, now K. Kelappan is the first Satyagrahi from Kerala to participate in the individual Satyagraha movement launched by Gandhiji. K. Kelappan is the first Satyagrahi from Kerala to participate in the individual Satyagraha movement launched by Gandhiji. He was the KPCC president at the time of Indian independence. He was the KPCC president at the time of Indian independence. He was elected to Lok Sabha from Ponnani in the year 1952. He was elected to Lok Sabha from Ponnani in the year 1952. ഇത്രയാണ് കേളപ്പനെ കുറിച്ച് ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ആയിട്ട് പഠിക്കാനുള്ളത്. ഞാൻ ഒന്നും കൂടെ പറയാം. ഹിസ് ലൈഫ് സ്പാൻ ഈസ് ഫ്രം 1889 to 1971. He is known as Kerala Gandhi. He is the founding member and president of Nair Service Society, and he is the founder of Kerala Kshetra Samrakshana Samiti. Okay, he is the leader of Kerala Salt Satyagraha from Calicut to Payyanur and the leader of Guruvayur Satyagraha. And he is the first Satyagrahi from Kerala to participate in the individual Satyagraha movement launched by Gandhiji. He was the first KPCC president at the time of Indian independence. He was elected to Lok Sabha from Ponnani in the year 1952. Clear alle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, A.K. Gopalan. ആയില്യത്ത് കെ ഗോപാലൻ എന്നാണ് പറയപ്പെടുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, നൗ ഹിസ് ഫുൾ നെയിം ഈസ് ആയില്യത്ത് കുട്ട്യാരി ഗോപാലൻ. a popular Indian communist leader. He was born on 1st October 1904 at Peralasheri in Kannur. His father is Reiru Nambiyar. His mother is Madhavi Amma and his wife is Sushila Gopalan. He is known as the crusader of the downtrodden. വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആണ്. എ കെ ഗോപാലൻ, ആയില്യത്ത് കെ ഗോപാലൻ എന്നൊക്കെ പറയാം. എ കെ ഗോപാലൻ എന്നാണ് പൊതുവെ അറിയപ്പെടുന്ന പേര്. എ കെ ഗോപാലൻ ഈസ് നോൺ ആസ് ദ ക്രൂസൈഡർ ഓഫ് ദ ഡൗൺ ട്രോഡൻ, പാവങ്ങളുടെ പടത്തലവൻ എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്നത് എ കെ ഗോപാലനാണ്. ഹിസ് ലൈഫ് സ്പാൻ ഈസ് ഫ്രം 1904 to 1977. He is known as the crusader of the downtrodden, പാവങ്ങളുടെ പടത്തലവൻ എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്നത് എ കെ ഗോപാലനാണ്. ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് പോയിന്റ് ആണ്, ഓർത്തു വെക്കാം. In 1927, A.K. Gopalan joined Indian National Congress. In 1927, A.K. Gopalan joined Indian National Congress. He was one of the 16 Communist Party of India members elected to the first Lok Sabha in 1952. Later, he became one of the founding members of the Communist Party of India, Marxist Party, arrested for participation in Salt Satyagraha in 1930. In the year 1930, he was arrested for participating in Salt Satyagraha. Important ആണ്. In 1931, he became the volunteer captain of Guruvayur Satyagraha, which held in order to open Guruvayur temple to all Hindus. So in 1931, he became the volunteer captain of Guruvayur Satyagraha, which held in order to open Guruvayur temple to all the Hindus. He was arrested for the participation in Salt Satyagraha in the year 1930. He joined Indian National Congress in the year 1927. Okay. Then later on, he changed his party to Communist Party. Now, A.K. Gopalan, he is the leader of Kshetra Satyagraha Yatra. Important ആണ്. He is the leader of Kshetra Satyagraha Yatra in connection with Guruvayur Satyagraha. A.K. Gopalan is the leader of Kshetra Satyagraha Yatra in connection with Guruvayur Satyagraha. He is the leader of Tiruvannur Cotton Mill Strike. He is also the leader of A.K. Gopalan is also the leader of Tiruvannur Cotton Mill Strike. He is also the leader of Hunger March in 1936 from Kannur to Madras. A.K. Gopalan is also the leader of Hunger March in 1936 from Kannur to Madras. In the year 1944, A.K. Gopalan became the secretary of Kerala Communist Party. A.K. Gopalan was elected to Lok Sabha from Kasaragod in the year 1952. He is the first communist opposition leader of the Lok Sabha. A.K. Gopalan is the first communist opposition leader of Lok Sabha. Now, he played a major role in the formation of Indian Coffee House. ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. A.K. Gopalan played a major role in the formation of Indian Coffee House. First Indian Coffee House in Kerala was started at Thrissur. 8th March 1958 inaugurate ചെയ്യപ്പെടുന്നത്. Okay, first Indian Coffee House in Kerala was started at Thrissur on 8th March 1958, and A.K. Gopalan died on 22nd March 1977. AKG Day അല്ലെങ്കിൽ A.K. Gopalan Day എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്നത് March 22nd ആണ്. That is his death anniversary. A.K. Gopalan tomb is situated at Payyambalam Beach, Kannur. A.K. Gopalan Memorial Library and Cultural Center is situated at Talukara Village, Malappuram. Now, the national headquarters of CPIM is known as AKG Bhavan. അത് എവിടെയാണ് സ്ഥിതി ചെയ്യുന്നത്? ഡൽഹിയിലാണ്. Okay, the national headquarters of CPIM is known as AKG Bhavan. The state headquarters of CPIM in Kerala is AKG Center. The state headquarters of CPIM in Kerala is AKG Center, Thiruvananthapuram. AKG statue is situated at Kannur. On 1st October 1990, Indian Postal Department published postage stamp in memory of AKG. He is the first communist leader who have his statue at Indian Parliament. That's important. He is the first communist leader. A.K. Gopalan is the first communist leader who have his statue at Indian Parliament. His works are Ende Jeevitha Katha, my life story. That autobiography is important. For land around the world, work in Parliament, collected speeches. Now, C.V. Kunjiraman. Shall I move?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. C.V. Kunjiraman was an Indian social reformer, journalist, and the founder of Kerala Kaumudi Daily. Important. Kerala Kaumudi Daily founder in Ariyapadanathu C.V. Kunjiraman. His lifespan is from 1871 to 1949. He was born in 1871 at Mayyanad in Kerala. His father is Velayathan. His mother is Kunnichali. Okay. He was a follower of Sri Narayana Guru. C.V. Kunjiraman used the pen name Simhalan. Simhalan ennulla pen name ഉപയോഗിച്ചത് ആരാണ്? C.V. Kunjiraman. Okay. C.V. Kunjiraman used the pen name Simhalan. Now, he is an activist in the SNDP Yogam. He was elected as its general secretary in 1928 and 1931. Valmiki Ramayanam was his first book. Valmiki Ramayanam. C.V. Kunjiraman's first book, Valmiki Ramayanam, and he passed away on 10th April 1949. Okay. Simhalan ennulla pen name orthu vechola, and he was an activist in the SNDP Yogam. He was elected its general secretary in the year 1928 and 1931. Valmiki Ramayanam is his first book. That's important. Valmiki Ramayanam is the first book of C.V. Kunjiraman. He passed away on 10th April 1949. Okay. Now moving to Barrister G.P. Pilla. ബാരിസ്റ്റർ ജി പി പിള്ളേനെ കുറിച്ച് നമ്മൾ INC പറഞ്ഞപ്പോഴും ഒക്കെ പല പ്രാവശ്യം പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. എന്നാലും ഒന്നും കൂടെ ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് നോക്കാം. ഓക്കെ, നോക്കല്ലേ?
Yes.
His full name is Govindan Parameshwaran Pilla, commonly known as Barrister G.P. Pilla. He was born in Pallipuram, Thiruvananthapuram, India, in an aristocratic Nair family. The person to clear barrister examination, the first person, Barrister G.P. Pilla is the first person to clear barrister examination. He played a major role in the formation of Malayali Memorial. Barrister G.P. Pilla played a major role in the formation of Malayali Memorial. Malayali Memorial നമ്മൾ മുമ്പേ പറഞ്ഞതാണ്. നമുക്ക് റാപ്പിഡ് ഫയർ സെഷനിൽ വീണ്ടും പറയാം. Okay. He established the first English language newspaper in South India, the Madras Standard. He established the first English newspaper in South India. Important ആണ് ട്ടോ. So, Barrister G.P. Pilla established the first English language newspaper in South India, the Madras Standard. അപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ലാംഗ്വേജ് ന്യൂസ് പേപ്പർ ഇൻ സൗത്ത് ഇന്ത്യ ഏതാന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ ഏതാ പറയാ? മദ്രാസ് സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ്. ആരാണത് എസ്റ്റാബ്ലിഷ് ചെയ്തത്? ബാരിസ്റ്റർ G.P. Pilla. Okay. He wrote many articles against oppressive rule of Travancore Diwan, C.P. Ramaswamy Iyer. He was the leader of Madras Social Forum Association. And another important point, he is the only Malayali mentioned in Mahatma Gandhi's autobiography. My Experiment with Truth എന്നുള്ള ഗാന്ധിയുടെ ഓട്ടോബയോഗ്രഫിയിൽ മെൻഷൻ ചെയ്ത ഏക മലയാളി ബാരിസ്റ്റർ G.P. Pilla. നമ്മൾ മുമ്പേ പറഞ്ഞ പോയിന്റ് ആണ്. He is known as the grand old man of Travancore. Barrister G.P. Pilla is known as the grand old man of Travancore. He is the first congressman in Travancore, and he is the father of political agitations in Travancore. He is the father of political agitations in Travancore. Now, he was the person who presented the problems faced by the Eedava community under the influence of Dr. Palpu in the Pune Congress. He was the person who presented the problems faced by the Eedava community under the influence of Dr. Palpu in the Pune Congress. The person who led the Malayali Memorial. Barrister G.P. Pilla is the person who led the Malayali Memorial. He is the originator of the concept of Tiruvidaംകൂർകാർക്ക്. Okay, he is the originator of the concept of Tiruvidaംകൂർകാർക്ക്. He was the editor-in-chief of Madras Standard, The Hindu, and The Mail. He wrote political articles under the pen name A Patriot. So, pen name എന്തായിരുന്നു? A Patriot. He wrote political articles under the pen name A Patriot. Author of the book Representative Indians, a collection of biographies of famous Indians. He is the author of the book. Barrister G.P. Pilla is the author of the book Representative Indians, is a collection of biographies of famous Indians. Now, he was the only Malayali to attend the first session of the Indian National Congress. He is the only Malayali mentioned in Gandhi's autobiography. He is the only Malayali to attend the first session of the INC. He was the first Travancore official to hold the official post of INC. He is the editor of Madras Standard, the first English language newspaper in South India. നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞ point ആണ്. He is the author of author of articles against Diwan in the English language newspaper Western Star. Okay, ദിവാനെതിരെ ആര് സംസാരിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്? ബാരിസ്റ്റർ G.P. പിള്ള. ഏത് ന്യൂസ് പേപ്പറിൽ? ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ലാംഗ്വേജ് ന്യൂസ് പേപ്പർ ആയിട്ടുള്ള വെസ്റ്റേൺ സ്റ്റാർ. Who was the Travancore Diwan? നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ, he wrote many articles എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ against this Travancore Diwan. Who is this Travancore Diwan?
C.P. Ramaswamy
Iyer. Yes, C.P. Ramaswamy Iyer. Now, his important works are Indian National Congressman, London and Paris through the eyes of an Indian, ദക്ഷിണ ഭാരതത്തിലെ പ്രതിപുരുഷന്മാർ. So, shall I move to the next person? Swadeshabhimani K. Ramakrishna Pilla. Swadeshabhimani K. Ramakrishna Pilla, 1878 to 1916 is his lifespan. He is a nationalist, writer, journalist, editor, and political activist. He was born on 25th May 1878 at Neyyaറ്റിൻകര, Thiruvananthapuram. He started the newspaper Keralan. Hence, he has got the pen name Keralan. Okay, he started the newspaper Keralan. Hence, the pen name Keralan. Okay, worked with magazine Kerala Patrika. Started Sharada magazine. Sharada എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ magazine start ചെയ്തത് ആരാണ്? Yes, Swadeshabhimani Ramakrishna Pilla. Now, Ramakrishna Pilla became the editor of Swadeshabhimani newspaper. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് Swadeshabhimani Ramakrishna Pilla എന്നുള്ള പേര് തന്നെ വരാൻ കാരണം. Okay, he became the editor of Swadeshabhimani newspaper in the year 1906. His criticism of the Diwan of Travancore, P. Rajagopalachari, about corruption and injustice in the society and the Sri Moolam Tirunal finally resulted in sealing of the newspaper. So he criticized Rajagopalachari, P. Rajagopalachari, who was the Diwan of Travancore, and also Sri Moolam Tirunal. Because of this, the newspaper was sealed. Ramakrishna Pilla was arrested and exiled from Travancore in the year 1910. His autobiography is Ente Nadu Kadattal. Important ആണ്. His autobiography is Swadeshabhimani Ramakrishna Pillയുടെ autobiography Ente Nadu Kadattal. വ്യാഴവട്ട സ്മരണകൾ is the autobiography of his wife Kalyani Kuttiyamma about their life. Translated, Ramakrishna Pilla translated the biography of Benjamin Franklin and Karl Marx. His statue of Swadeshabhimani Ramakrishna Pilla is situated at Palayam, Thiruvananthapuram, and he passed away on 28th March 1916. Important ആയിട്ട് ഓർത്ത് വെക്കേണ്ടത് എൻ്റെ നാട് കടത്തലാണ് ആരുടെ ഓട്ടോബയോഗ്രഫി? രാമകൃഷ്ണ പിള്ളയുടെ ഓട്ടോബയോഗ്രഫി. വ്യാഴവട്ട സ്മരണകൾ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന്റെ വൈഫിന്റെ ഓട്ടോബയോഗ്രഫിയാണ്, കല്യാണിക്കുട്ടി അമ്മയുടെ ഓട്ടോബയോഗ്രഫിയാണ്. അത്രയാണ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ട് അതിനകത്ത് ഓർത്ത് വെക്കാനുള്ളത്. And he criticized the Diwan of Travancore through his writing, and he became the editor of എന്താ പറയാ സ്വദേശാഭിമാനി എന്നാണല്ലോ പേര് തന്നെ, സ്വദേശാഭിമാനി കെ രാമകൃഷ്ണ പിള്ള എന്നാണ്. അപ്പൊ സ്വദേശാഭിമാനി ന്യൂസ് പേപ്പർ എഡിറ്റ് ചെയ്തത് ആള് എഡിറ്റർ ആരാണ്? രാമകൃഷ്ണ പിള്ളയാണ്. ആ ഇയർ ഒന്ന് ഓർത്ത് വെക്കാം. വിച്ച് വാസ് ദ ഇയർ? 1906. Now, Agamananda Swami. Clear alle? Agamananda Swami's lifespan is from 1896 to 1961. He was born on 27th August 1896 in Chavara, Kollam. His real name was Krishnan Nambyadiri. His real name, Agamananda Swami's real name was Krishnan Nambyadiri. He established the Sanadhana Dharma Vidyarthi Sangam and Brahmanandodayam. He established Sanadhana Dharma Vidyarthi Sangam and Brahmanandodayam. The magazine started by Agamananda Swami are Amritavani and Prabuddha Kerala. ഇതിൽ Prabuddha Kerala ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചു കണ്ടു കേട്ടോ, ഏതോ ഒരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ പേപ്പറിൽ ഞാൻ കണ്ടിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. Prabuddha Kerala and Amritavani are magazines by Agamananda Swami. His works are Vivekananda Sandesham, Sri Shankara Bhagavad Gita Vyakyanam, Vishnu Puranam. These are the works by Agamananda Swami. Now, he established the first ashrama in Thrissur in the year 1935 and another one in the bank of the river Periyar in the year 1936. Established Ramakrishna Ashramam in Kaladi in the year 1936. അത്രയാണ് അദ്ദേഹത്തെ കുറിച്ച് പറയാനുള്ളത്. ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള പോയിന്റ്സ് ഒന്നും ഇല്ല. ബുക്സ് ഒക്കെ ഒന്ന് ഓർത്ത് വെക്കുക. പിന്നെ പ്രബുദ്ധ കേരള മാഗസിൻ, പ്രബുദ്ധ കേരള ഒന്ന് ഓർത്ത് വെക്കുക. ഓക്കെ, അഗമാനന്ദ സ്വാമിനെ കുറിച്ച് അത്രേ പറയാനുള്ളൂ. നൗ EMS നമ്പൂതിരിപ്പാട് നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാവുന്നതാണ്. ഏലംകുളം മനക്കൽ ശങ്കരൻ നമ്പൂതിരിപ്പാട്. He is popularly known as EMS. He is an Indian communist politician and theorist who served as the chief minister of Kerala from 1957 to 1959 and then again in 1967 to 1969. He is the first non-Congress chief minister in the Indian Republic. He is the first non-Congress chief minister in the Indian Republic. He is also known as the head of the first communist government in Asia elected through a democratic process. He is also known as the head of the first communist government in India elected through a democratic process. Clear alle? Ee minor leaders ellam okay alle? Shall I move to women reform leaders?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Parvati Nenmeni Mangalam. First one, her birthplace is at Nadavarambatu Nallur Illam, Irinjalakuda, Thrissur. Her parents are Vishnu Nambudiri and Saraswati Antarjanam. ഇതൊന്നും ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് അല്ലാട്ടോ, ഇതുവരെ ചോദിച്ചിട്ടില്ല, പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ ജസ്റ്റ് കൊടുത്തുന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ. സോഷ്യൽ റിഫോം മൂവ്മെന്റ് എമംഗ് നമ്പൂതിരി വിമൻ, ബോയ്കോട്ട് ഓഫ് മറക്കുട, അത് ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ആണ്. കാഡ്ജൻ അംബ്രലാസ് മൂവ്മെന്റ്. മറക്കുട എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ they were using a kind of umbrella. Okay, this Nambudiri women's. So she was to boycott of Marakuda, Kadjan umbrellas. Accompanied by Arya Pallam, they raised the slogan Mangalya Sutratil അങ്ങനമാർ അടിമയല്ല എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ കല്യാണം കഴിക്കുന്നതോടുകൂടെ സ്ത്രീകൾ അടിമയല്ല എന്നാണ് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. മംഗല്യ സൂത്രത്തിൽ അങ്ങനമാർ അടിമയല്ല എന്ന സ്ലോഗൻ പറഞ്ഞത് ആര്യപള്ളവും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ നെന്മേലി മംഗലം കൂടെയാണ്. ഓക്കെ, പാർവതി നെന്മേനി മംഗലം. Now, Marakuda was considered a symbol of chastity among Nambudiri women, a patriarchal thought. It is a patriarchal thought. Okay, Marakuda was considered a symbol of chastity among Nambudiri women, a patriarchal thought. Parvati conducted a procession of women folk without Marakuda. Also the president of Antarjana Samajam. Important ആണ്. Parvati Nenmeni Mangalam is the president of അന്തർജന സമാജം, ദ വുമൻസ് വിങ് ഓഫ് യോഗക്ഷേമ സഭ. നമ്മൾ യോഗക്ഷേമ സഭ മുമ്പേ പറഞ്ഞു. ആൻഡ് യോഗക്ഷേമ സഭയുടെ വുമൻസ് വിങ്ങിന്റെ പ്രസിഡന്റ് ആരായിരുന്നു? പാർവതി നെന്മേനി മംഗലം. റെസ്പോൺസിബിൾ ഫോർ ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് വിഡോ റീമാരേജ് എമംഗ് നമ്പൂതിരി കാസ്റ്റ്. അത് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. പാർവതി നെന്മേനി മംഗലം ഈസ് റെസ്പോൺസിബിൾ ഫോർ ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് വിഡോ റീമാരേജ് എമംഗ് നമ്പൂതിരി കാസ്റ്റ്. നൗ ആര്യ പള്ളം. നമ്മൾ അവരുടെ സ്ലോഗൻ ഒക്കെ പഠിച്ചു. അലോങ് വിത്ത് പാർവതി നെന്മണി മംഗലം ഷി ഹാഡ് റേസ്ഡ് ദ സ്ലോഗൻ മംഗല്യ സൂത്രത്തിൽ അങ്കനമാർ അടിമയല്ല എന്നുള്ള ഇതൊക്കെ ആരുടെ കൂടെ പറഞ്ഞതാണ്? അലോങ് വിത്ത് ആര്യ പള്ളം. പാർവതി നെന്മണി മംഗലം ആൻഡ് ആര്യ പള്ളം. ഇനി നമ്മൾ ആര്യ പള്ളമാണ് നോക്കുന്നത്. ലൈഫ് സ്പാൻ ഈസ് ഫ്രം 1908 to 1989. ഹർ ബർത്ത് പ്ലേസ് ഈസ് വെള്ളുവനാട്. പാരന്റ്സ് മാധവശ്ശേരി മനക്കൽ പരമേശ്വരൻ നമ്പൂതിരി ആൻഡ് ആര്യ അന്തർജനം. Communist leader and women activist from Nambudiri community who fought against injustice and oppressions faced by Nambudiri women like polygamy, child marriage, compulsory widowhood, etc. She participated in Yajana Yatra. Yajana Yatra നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞു. Okay, she participated in Yajana Yatra along with Devagi Narikatari, Kanyur Gauri Andarjanam, Kanyur Kali Andarjanam, etc. under the leadership of V.T. Bhattadiripada for Yogakshema Sabha. Okay, so she participated in Yajana Yatra. Arya Pallam participated in Yajana Yatra, Atte Morthu Vekka. And she encouraged Nambudiri women to boycott veil or pardha or ghosha. Now, resolution passed to boycott Marakuda was passed in the Edakunni session of Yogakshema Sabha in 1929. Under her leadership, conducted a procession without Marakuda. നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ തന്നെ repeated the same Taliparamba session of Yogakshema Sabha in 1931. Parvati Nenmani Mangalam, Arya Pallam and Devagi Narikatari boycotted Ghosha, that is veil, declared that chastity was not in Marakuda. All these women reform leaders were talking against Marakuda, and they said that chastity was not Marakuda, and they broke it. Also started wearing the sari like other Indian women. Now, Andapura Mardana Nisanam, stopping of oppression inside the house. Andapura Mardana Nisanam, stopping of oppression inside the house, resolution introduced by her in Parur session. Parur session introduce ചെയ്ത resolution ആണ് അന്തപുര മർദ്ദന നീസനം. അതായത് വീടിനകത്ത് വിമനെ സപ്രസ് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് കേട്ടോ. സ്റ്റോപ്പിംഗ് ഓഫ് ഒപ്രഷൻ ഇൻസൈഡ് ദ ഹൗസ്. നൗ she delivered a speech at the 10th day of Guruvayur Satyagraha 1931. അത് ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ആണ്. She delivered a speech at the 10th day of Guruvayur Satyagraha 1931. Mobilized many Nambudiri youth to participate in freedom struggle and movements like Pandi Bhojanam, widow remarriage, intercaste marriages, temple entry to all classes, etc. Now, she is one of the earliest activists of Kerala, Mahila Sangam in 1942, Women's Wing Communist Party from Malabar. Palyam Satyagraha. She participated in Palyam Satyagraha. Important ആണ്. From 1947 to 48. Arya Pallam was among the leaders like P. Priyadatta, E.S. Saraswati, I.C. Priyadatta, Rema Tamburati and Indira Tamburati. Also, അതൊന്നും ഓർത്തു വെക്കണ്ട. She participated in Palyam Satyagraha from 1947 to 48. അത്രയും ഓർത്തുള്ള. പിന്നെ കൂടെയുള്ള മെമ്പേഴ്സിനെയാണ് പറയുന്നത്. She is also the leader of Kadumuri movement. അതും ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ആണ്. She is also the leader of Kadumuri movement, Kanyur Kali Andarjanam, along with Kanyur Kali Andarjanam and Gauri Andarjanam participated in this movement. Her name is often associated with Kallumala Samaram. Kallumala Samaram നമ്മൾ മുമ്പേ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. And Arya Pallam, the name is also associated with Kallumala Samaram. Kadumuri movement and Kallumala Samaram, Palyam Satyagraha, everything is associated with Arya Pallam. അതൊന്ന് ഓർത്ത് വെക്കുക. Now, she contested in the general election of 1947, later was arrested along with her son when the Communist Party was banned. Also nominated to Cochin Legislative Assembly to advise about Nambudiri Bill. ഇത്രയേ ഉള്ളൂ നമുക്ക് ആര്യവളത്തെ കുറിച്ച് പറയാൻ. Now, A.V. Kuttimalu Amma, Her lifespan is from 1905 to 1985. Her birthplace is at Anakara, Vadakkedathu family, Trithala, Palakkad. Her parents are Perumbalavil Govinda Menon and Madhavi Amma. ഒന്നും important അല്ല. In 1926, important ആണ്. She married Kozhippurathu Madhava Menon, who was a minister representing Malabar region in Madras presidency. So in the year 1926, A.V. Kuttimalu Amma married Kozhippurathu Madhava Menon, who was a minister representing Malabar region, Madras, in Madras presidency. She worked in the International Congress Working Committee in the Regency of Malabar, and she was an active member of Mahila Sangh in Calicut. Important ആണ്. She was an active member of Mahila Sangh in Calicut. On 25th April 1931, she organized picketing at shops selling foreign clothes in Calicut, along with Margaret Pavamani and a group of middle-class women. In 1932, important ആണ്, she was imprisoned with her 2-month-old baby for participating in civil disobedience movement. So A.V. Kuttimalu Amma was imprisoned with her 2-month-old baby for participating in civil disobedience movement. And in 1936, she was nominated to Madras Assembly. In the year 1942, she was imprisoned again at Amaravati jail during Quit India movement. She was the president of Hindi Prachar Sabha and was a Hindi Pracharika, a member of the All India Congress Committee, the Congress Working Committee, and the Kerala Pradesh Congress Committee, and later became its president. In the year 1946, she elected again to Madras Legislative Assembly. She was also the municipal councillor of Calicut. She set up a number of orphanage homes in Malabar. She is honored with Malur Govinda Pillai Veluthambi Davala Award for her services at the national and state level, and was fondly called Amma by many. A.V. Kuttimalu അമ്മേനെ എല്ലാവരും വിളിച്ചിരുന്നത് അമ്മ എന്നായിരുന്നു. അത് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. And honored with Mallur Govinda Pillai Veluthambi Dalava Award for her services at the national and state level. A politician can never retire from active politics till life ends എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത് A.V. Kuttimalu അമ്മയാണ്. അത് ഓർത്ത് വെക്കുക കേട്ടോ. A politician can never retire from active politics till life ends. A politician can never retire from active politics till life ends, said by A.V. Kuttimalu amma. Okay. Now Lalita Prabhu. ഇവരൊക്കെ മൈനേഴ്സ് ആണ്. ലളിത പ്രഭു എല്ലാം മൈനേഴ്സ് ആണ്. കുട്ടിമാളു അമ്മ ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള പോയിന്റ്സ് മാത്രം ഓർത്തു വെച്ചാൽ മതി. ലളിത പ്രഭു വാസ് ദ ഡോട്ടർ ഓഫ് എ ഫേമസ് സ്കോളർ Sheshagri Prabhu. The house where Lalita Prabhu was born, named Nanda Gogul, was the major center for national movement in Malabar region. And she was one of the famous activists for Kerala Mahila Desha Sevika Sangam. Important ആണ്. She was one of the famous activists for Kerala Mahila Desha Sevika Sangam. Kamala Prabhu is her sister. Just 1 second. Yes, Kamala Prabhu is her sister. This Kamala Prabhu is also important. Okay, Lalita Prabhu and Kamala Prabhu. Now, both Kamala and Lalita were part of the women wing of Congress in the national movement. The famous Tali case, important Tali case incident, is related to Lalita Prabhu. She participated in disobedient movement. British government imprisoned her and ordered to surrender all jewel including Tali. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് Tali case എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Okay. British government imprisoned her and ordered to surrender all jewel including Tali. Now, Akkamma Cheriyan, 1909 to 1982. Important ആണ്. Akkamma Cheriyan is important. Okay. Her birthplace is Kanjirapalli, Kottayam. Her parents are Thomman Cheriyan and Annamma Kariparambil. Her sister is Rosamma Punnos, member of First Legislative Assembly. Rosamma Punnus is member of First Legislative Assembly, who is Akkamma Cheriyan's sister. She got graduated in history from St. Teresa's College, Ernakulam, and worked as a teacher at St. Mary's English Medium School, Edakkara. Not very important. Later, gave up her teaching career to become a freedom fighter. She gave up her teaching career to become a freedom fighter, and she is called as the Jhansi Rani of Travancore. Important ആണ് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ളതാണ് by Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi called her the Jhansi Rani of Travancore. Mahatma Gandhi called Akkamma Cheriyan as the Jhansi Rani of Travancore. She is also known as the Joan of Arc of Kerala and the Iron Lady of Kerala. Joan of Arc of Kerala എന്നും Iron Lady of Kerala എന്നും അറിയപ്പെടുന്നത് ആരാണ്? Akkamma Cheriyan. She is the founder of Desha Sevika Sangh in 1938. And in the year 1938, she led the Rajdhani March. ഏറ്റവും ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ളത് ഷീ ഈസ് കോൾഡ് ദ ജാൻസി റാണി ഓഫ് ട്രാവൻകൂർ ബൈ മഹാത്മാ ഗാന്ധി. And she is known as the Joan of Arc of Kerala and Iron Lady of Kerala. Now, Akkamma Cheriyan's quote ആണ്, important ആണ്. I am the leader, shoot me first before you kill others. I am the leader, shoot me first before you kill others. Words said by Akkamma Cheriyan against Colonel Watson in the year 1938 protest to release leaders arrested for civil disobedience movement. And Watson was compelled to withdraw firing order. Okay, because of this agitation led by Akkamma Cheriyan, Watson was compelled to withdraw firing order എന്നാണ് പറയപ്പെടുന്നത്. ഈ I am the leader, shoot me first before you kill others എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളത് Akkamma Cheriyan ആണ്. ഓക്കെ, സിവിൽ ഡിസൊബീഡിയൻസ് മൂവ്മെന്റിലും പ്രൊട്ടസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് വന്നപ്പോഴാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. അത് ഓർത്ത് വെച്ചോളാം. എഗെയിൻസ്റ്റ് കേണൽ വാട്സൺ. In the year 1947, Akkamma Cheriyan elected to Travancore Legislative Assembly from Kanjirapalli. In the year 1967, she quit active politics, became the member of Freedom Fighters Pensioners Advisory Board, and her autobiography is Jeevitham Oru Samaram. Wrote this autobiography at the age of 29. Okay, Akkamma Cheriyan's autobiography is Jeevitham Oru Samaram. Important ആണ്. Akkamma Cheriyan statue is situated at Vellayambalam, Trivandrum. Okay, so autobiography is Jeevitham Oru Samaram. I am the leader, shoot me first before you kill others. Words said by Akkamma Cheriyan. Against whom? Against Colonel Watson in the year 1938. Okay, now Jeevitham Oru Samaram മറക്കരുത്. Anna Chandi. She is the first female judge in India, 1937, and any Commonwealth. Also the first female High Court judge in India, 1959. First woman to get a law degree. First point and important ആണ് Anna Chandi, first female judge in India in the year 1937, and any Commonwealth. Also the first female High Court judge in India. First woman to get a law degree in Travancore. Worked both as barrister and an editor of Srimati magazine. Important ആണ് Anna Chandiയുടെ editor, Srimati magazine editor Anna Chandi. Okay, a platform for women's voices. She fought for women's right, often called the first generation feminist. First generation feminist എന്നറിയപ്പെടുന്നത് Anna Chandi. In the year 1937, appointed as Munsif of Travancore by Sir C.P. Ramaswamy Iyer, who was the Diwan of Travancore. In 1959, she got appointed in Kerala High Court on February 9th, remained till 5th April 1967. 1959 join ചെയ്തിട്ട് 1967 വരെ അവിടെ കണ്ടിന്യൂ ചെയ്തു. Okay, she served as the Law Commission of India after retirement. Her autobiography is Atmakatha, 1973. Anna Chandiയുടെ autobiography Atmakatha, 1973. Anna Chandi passed away on 20th July 1996. Now Lalitambika Antarchanam. Important ആണ്. Her birthplace is Kottavattam, Punalur, Kollam. Her parents are Kottavattatu Illathu Damodaran Nambudiri and Chandragarapilli Manekkal Arya Devi Andarjanam. Married to Narayanan Nambudiri, important and because of in the year 1926, and she lost after her marriage. She lost all contact with the outside world. Claustrophobic households, smoky kitchens, closed country yards, domestic politics, and all these illustrated in her work അഗ്നിസാക്ഷി. അഗ്നിസാക്ഷി എന്നുള്ള വർക്കിനകത്ത് ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളെല്ലാം മാരേജിന് ശേഷം സംഭവിച്ച എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും ഇല്ലസ്ട്രേറ്റ് ചെയ്യപ്പെടുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇൻഫ്ലുവൻസ്ഡ് ബൈ മഹാത്മാഗാന്ധി ആൻഡ് വി ടി ഭട്ടത്തിരിപ്പാട് ഇൻ സോഷ്യൽ റീഫോംസ്. ഹെർ ലിറ്റററി ഔട്ട്പുട്ട് ഒത്തിരി ഉണ്ട് കേട്ടോ. ആദ്യത്തെ കഥകൾ 1937, തകർന്ന തലമുറ 1949, കിളിവാതിലിലൂടെ 1950, കൊടുങ്കാറ്റിൽ നിന്ന് 1951, മൂടുപടത്തിൽ 1955, അഗ്നിപുഷ്പങ്ങൾ 1960, ദെൻ സീത മുതൽ സത്യാവധി വരെ 1972, അഗ്നിസാക്ഷി. അഗ്നിസാക്ഷിയാണ് ഏറ്റവും ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള വർക്ക് ലളിതാംബിക അന്തർജനത്തിന്റെ. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഓട്ടോബയോഗ്രഫി ആത്മകഥക്കൊരു ആമുഖം എന്നാണ് ലളിതാംബിക അന്തർജനത്തിന്റെ ഓട്ടോബയോഗ്രഫി. Okay, Agni Sakshi has received Kendra Sahitya Academy Award and Kerala Sahitya Academy Award and also Vailar Award in the year 1977. 1977 കേന്ദ്ര സാഹിത്യ അക്കാദമി അവാർഡും കേരള സാഹിത്യ അക്കാദമി അവാർഡും വയലാർ അവാർഡും അഗ്നി സാക്ഷി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ലളിതാംബിക അന്തർജനത്തിന്റെ വർക്കിനാണ് കിട്ടിയിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഹർ ഓട്ടോബയോഗ്രഫി ഈസ് ആത്മകഥക്കൊരു ആമുഖം. ആത്മകഥക്കൊരു ആമുഖം എന്നാണ് ലളിതാംബിക അന്തർജനത്തിന്റെ ഓട്ടോബയോഗ്രഫി. And translation of her works are Cast Me Out If You Will, Stories and Memoir 1998, On the Far Side of Memory, Short Stories of Lalitambika Antarjanam 2017, Agho Sahitya Academy Publication 2004. So that's all for today. We will have the rapid fire session and I want all of you to be present in the session on Saturday. Rapid fire session on all കേരള റിഫോം ലീഡേഴ്സ്. ബി പ്രിപ്പയർഡ് ആൻഡ് കം. ഞാൻ ഓരോരുത്തരും വിളിച്ചാണ് ചോദിക്കുക. ഇതുവരെ ചോദിച്ച പോലെ ജനറൽ ആയിട്ട് ചോദിക്കില്ല. കം പ്രിപ്പയർഡ് ഫോർ ദ റാപ്പിഡ് ഫയർ. Shall I wind up?
Sure, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.